Hello everyone, this is Catherine Hendrick and here is the features video for Remind.com. As you can see, we are on the Remind.com website, and since we have already signed up, we are now just signing in. I'm going to sign in with the email address I used to create this account. And then we are welcomed back to the interface. From the last video, you can see the test message that I sent out to the 3rd grade class. Don't forget to send a sack lunch for the field trip tomorrow. Now, another feature that is pretty neat that you can do is actually schedule a message. You do not have to send the message out right when you type it. You can actually schedule the message to go out at a later date and time. So for an example, let's schedule one to go out on April 30th. We're going to schedule it at 4:30 p.m. in the afternoon, and we're going to say, remember that there is a social studies test tomorrow. And then we're going to go ahead and schedule. Now this message has been scheduled, so it will not show up in the sent area. But if you do click on scheduled, you can find it right here. Remember that there's a social studies test tomorrow, and if for some reason you want to edit this message, say for instance the social studies test will not be on the 21st, you can actually change the date. So say you're a little bit behind and it's not going to be until Friday the 24th, so you can reschedule this message for the 23rd. And save. Now another feature that you can use is to send and attach a file to your message. You can use this to attach any file from your computer. It can be a PDF, a Word document, even a picture, and you can send this out and your parents will have to click on the link and download the attachment just like an email. Last, you can add new classes. This is especially helpful if you are a middle school or high school teacher that is teaching multiple classes. You can actually add a class for every single hour that you teach if you want to do it that way. But for example's sake, let's say you are a middle school science teacher and you teach both 7th and 8th grade sciences. So you want to create a class for each one of those. So the class name would be 7th grade science, and you could actually change your class code down here. Each class gets a different class code. So let's change it to 7 Hendrick, and we'll click add. Same instructions as before, and say you also want to add your 8th grade science class. And we'll change this to 8 Hendrick. And add that as well. So you can share the 7th grade science class code with your 7th grade parents and the 8th grade science class codes with your 8th grade parents. Here is where you would decide who you want to send a message to. For instance, if your 7th graders were all going to be having a test tomorrow, you could type that in the message area. Or if, for instance, you wanted to share with both your 7th and 8th grade science classes a cool new website that their parents can have them log into, you could then type that message down here and send it to both classes. That's all for features. Don't forget that you can download the instructions for your parents to access Remind, or you can click Add Students and Parents and send the invitations right from here by putting their email addresses or their phone numbers. Hope you've enjoyed this overview of Remind.